they doing all this hooping and hollering, talking about getting rid of get rid of Obamacare, right? But then the reporter they was talking to said she wanted to get rid of Affordable Health Care Act, and they was like, "No, we don't want to get rid of the Affordable Care Act. We just want to get rid of Obamacare."
That's one and the same.
And that's what the guy said. And they're like, "Wait a minute, why they call it Obamacare?" That's just what it was nicknamed by the Republicans because they didn't like Obama. But then I'm gonna lose my health insurance. And that part right there is the most. That's the thing that drives me up the wall. You doing all this jaw jacking, and you're not even informed of what you're really talking about. And I'm like, how can you say something, and you don't even think about what you're saying? Like me personally, I'm not a fan of the doctor. I'm not. But some stuff I agree with him. A lot of stuff I don't. And I wasn't a big fan of I want to pronounce her name correctly. The vice president. I can't even pronounce her name correctly. I'm just gonna be honest. I can't.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of her. But to be completely honest about it, she shouldn't have never ran. She should have never ran. They should have went through the whole process again and let the people select like they've been doing. They just threw her up there. That's why a lot of people didn't vote for her. And to be completely honest about the whole situation, a lot of people didn't care to have Joe in office. They did it for her to be in office. And a lot of people thought that she was going to die, thought Joe was going to die, so she could become president.
Thank you. Let's talk. Let's finally talk about it. Let's finally.
And that's the thing, though. That's what everybody was hoping for. No one wanted to say it, but that's what everybody was hoping for.
No. We did say it. We actually did say it.
Well, not around my circle didn't. So that's what I'm saying.
Well, there was people. Look, okay. I remember when Trump was going against Biden. Everybody was saying anything was better than Trump. And I tried to tell people, stop saying that. Because when you say anything, that means a trash bag, a landfill, a turd floating in the toilet would have been better. Stop saying anything was better than Trump. And that was the message that I heard. Anything was better than Trump. Anything was better than Trump. So they all picked, as you said, they all picked Biden. And they picked Biden. We basically picked him on a Deadpool. No, y'all, not the character. A Deadpool is guessing when people are going to die at the end of a year. We picked him on a Deadpool. We picked him figuring that in his 4 years, he was going to die. Your girl Kamala was going to take over. For all the feminists out there, and I want y'all to listen.
I got something on that one too, home. I got something on that one too.
I know, but let me say this.
Go ahead.
All the women who say men don't like seeing women in power. Let me tell you something. Your vice president got in on a woman in power. What happened was you guys just are not God. You guys could not control life or death. Because if you guys could control life or death, you would have voted Biden in, which you did. Then he would have died according to y'all's plans. And then Kamala would have took over. And that was how everybody expected to get the first female president.
And I think Jimmy Carter had said it in one of the speeches. I could have swore he said it. One of the presidents said it. I don't know if it was Carter or somebody else. But go ahead.
Yeah, and I think Carter just passed away today too.
Yeah, he did.
RP, our 39th Jimmy Carter. But yeah, I have to get that off my chest, and I'm glad you said that because that's what it was. Everybody figured that Kamala was going to take it from Biden because Biden was going to kick the bucket. Now Biden didn't kick the bucket, and you threw Kamala up there, and you saw what you were gonna get. And even by your admission, you even said, "Hey, she just wasn't a good candidate." And hey, that's fine. But that's the truth of it. And a lot of people don't want to. A lot of people are choking on their own decisions, not only just for this election, but from the past election too. Because you guys, we're gonna have a female president. Yeah, but not the way you guys thought it was gonna happen. You guys might just have to elect her in, not basically have her ride the coattails on somebody's death.
Hold on. Let me get it now. Let me get it. Ride the coattails of a man. Now, for all the feminists out there, even the coworker that's in Texas right now, I'm not gonna call your name out because I got nothing but love for you. Y'all said that it's the black man's fault because we don't like a woman in power. First of all, and listen to me clearly when I say this, when we give y'all power, y'all don't appreciate it. It's too much for y'all to handle. For the simple fact of the matter is this: we let y'all be in control. When y'all be in control, y'all do the stupid. And another thing, me personally, I'm just gonna be honest with you, because when they look here, you give a woman power, she gonna quit after about 2 minutes because it's too much to handle. Because the simple fact of the matter is this: listen up, ladies, listen up, real close, get in, pay attention. Because if you get on top, all of a sudden you're tired. That's being in control. I don't give a shit. So to the feminists out there that don't believe a man will listen to a woman, hey, isn't it a woman president of GM? How's GM doing? Isn't it a woman in power else places? How's they doing?
You about to get us canceled, sir.
I don't give a shit. I'm just going to be honest about it. You put a woman in power, guess what's going to happen? Boom, crash. It's over. I'm not saying all. Don't get me wrong. But some of them, a lot of them, want the title of being in control, but don't want the responsibility in control. Because even in the good book, the man is the head of the household. But the woman, these current age women, want to be the head of the house, yet don't want the responsibility of being the head of the house. They want the man to be in control, but they want all the power and say so. They just prefer a man to be silent and do what they told. Now, when it comes down to it, be in control. Matter of fact, here's a little test. Give a woman a car and let her take care of it. Oil ain't gonna get changed. Light bulbs ain't gonna get changed. They're gonna put some blinker fluid in the light.
Shut up, Mike.
I'm just saying they're gonna put some antifreeze in the oil compartment. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying it. I am saying it to be funny, but they don't. It's sad. And I raised some girls. I raised my babies. I love them, and I tried to show them as best as I could. But the thing about it is, they mothers got in the way, and that's why they can't change tires. They don't know how. They know how to turn the key and drive, but don't know what the little arrow is next to the gas needle is for. Yeah, they don't know what that little arrow's for. But when you step up and say something, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, you do it then. And you sit back and say nothing. You ain't going to say nothing to help out? For what? You said you got it. So when reality really kick you in the teeth and y'all want to say men don't want to trust women, we do want to trust women. That's the greatest thing in the world, that we can just sit back and say, hey, babe, you got it? Cool. After the stressful day, I can close my eyes, give me 5 minutes of silence. I'm not sleeping. 5 minutes of silence and peace. And hey, I know my baby got it. If I know she got it, she gets the world. Not you demanding the world when you haven't earned the world. And that's the part. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really want to go in this direction. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of people saying they want the world, but ain't willing to put the work in for the world. You're just not. Let's be honest about it. I'm not saying we need to go 50-50 on the bills. I'm not saying that. It'd be cool that say I'm lacking a little bit this month. You got me. I got it majority of the month next month. Or if you're not working, I take care of it all. But I don't need the argument when I get home talking about you ain't man enough because you ain't paying all the bills, taking me on trips, taking me shopping. Because it's a lot of women that go out here, look at their bank account, say minus $5. Go borrow $20 from their girl so they can go to the club and get their drink on. But us as men, we see a minus $5 in the account. Our whole world is in this box. This whole world is turned upside down. We got to go out there and go get it. Because at the end of the day, we in charge. Y'all dependent on us. But when I'm down, and most of the times a lot of us do get down, but we don't say, we suffer in silence. And when we down, we don't need you to come up to us and kick us while we're down. And I'm not saying it to be sexist. I'm not. I'm saying it from a person that's been broken before. I've been abused emotionally. And that's the simple fact of the matter is this. That's the main reason why we cut our feelings off. You can't get up under our skin no more. You can't move us. How they say, we're stoic now. We come with a blank stare and emotions. The house on fire. Okay, give me some water. I'll put it out. So we ain't got to show no emotions no more because guess what? When we do show emotions and care, you weak. You're not an alpha. And come from this lady, she said, all these women that want alpha men wants you. They not going to keep you. To be honest, thank you. I got what I needed. I'm on to the next challenge. And to be honest about it, most of y'all ain't even a challenge anymore. What? Don't look at me like that. You know the truth. I'm just here for some fun. Oh, you just gave me the green light to run through you. Thank you. High five it. Here's who's your Uber fare. Because I'm not going out like Puffy. You pay for your, I give you cash. Pay for your own Uber because I ain't getting caught up in no trafficking. So at the end of the day, do you, baby? We had fun. You gonna call me tomorrow? No, I'm not. I wasn't trying to do this. Yes, you did. Because let me tell you something. Women got these rules. Talking about I wait 90 days. Do you? Then you ain't the one for me. Because if I was the one and I gotta wait 90 days, that's bullshit. Because if I was the one you wanted, I wouldn't have to wait. You break all your rules for the one that you want. You make rules for the ones that you have to deal with.
Yeah.
So when you young, you have the pick of the litter. But when you get older, you have to settle. So don't be mad that, okay, we suffering while us men in our 20s and 30s. We ain't got no money. Once we hit 40s, 50s, we on top of the world. Nah, your eggs is shriveling up. And the only reason why we want to get married because we want to have a legacy. We don't want no shriveled up eggs. We want them young, fertile eggs. And you want to know why older men get them younger women? That's why. We want a legacy. And I have no problem getting a legacy and paying child support. Because guess what? I'm still gonna get my child, and you still a young dumb bitch. You're gonna do some dumb shit, and I'm gonna end up with my child anyway. So thank you. That's all I needed you for, is a living incubator. That's all you, at the end of the day, that's all you're really good for. Thank you kindly.